Hello beautiful people, today I've come on your screens to show you how I make banku. So to make banku you need corn dough and cassava dough. The ratio that I use is 4:1. So 4 portions of corn dough and 1 portion of cassava dough. Some use 3:1, but that's what I use. I don't want it to be too starchy. So mix with your hand or with a wooden spoon with 2 cups of water. Once it's thick, you go in with hot water. I do this just to speed up the cooking process, okay? If you cannot do that, that's fine. Go in with your cold water. Just know that you're going to stir for a longer period of time before it thickens up. So please, at this point, do not leave it. Keep stirring, and then I don't even know why we add salt, but hey, that's what I grew up seeing, so you can omit it, okay? It's optional. So keep stirring, don't leave it. If you leave it, you're going to allow lumps to be formed, and we don't need lumps in our banku, okay? So keep stirring. Look at the technique that I'm using so that you don't make your stove top or cooker so dirty, okay? So before you start pressing it towards you, make sure that you use that technique, okay? You stir, you take it to the back and then push the back forward, okay? Doing that before it thickens up, and then you start pressing or driving it. Hey, Ebusia, question. How do you say make banku? Don't come and tell me say you can I'm preparing banku. I know the enf. I need that in English. Me banku or me tri banku. Yeah? Alright. Please, if you've watched me till this time, I would please urge you to consider subscribing to my channel. Please, the men, look at how difficult it is. And some of you, your favorite food is not just banku with pepper, banku with okra stew or soup. Ti double wahala. If you are in the house, please make sure that you can the banku, that you treat the banku. So write the English translation in the comment section, alright? And I'll get back to you. Once you make sure that there are no lumps, you go in with hot water. That's what I do, because if you add cold, it's like you starting everything all over again. We don't want that. So if you can do that, that would be great, okay? You add hot water, you stir, okay, and allow the other side to cook before you start pressing it again to make sure that it becomes smooth, okay? It's the starting you need to be mindful of and then pay particular attention to, because once lumps are formed, my dear, you're gonna eat banku aba ewom aba added them. Banku aba that's the term. So please, okay, make sure when you're doing it you stir very well right from the beginning. So this is the technique I use, and then by the time I'm done, my stovetop is as clean as it was. You've got 2 ways. You can either hold the wooden spoon, the bankuta, straight, okay, and then press it towards you, or you can hold it sideways. I mean, if you pay particular attention to my video, you see that I used both methods. I mean, say me a pro, and I must say, Banku ambassador. Me na minya banku order. She. The family agro. But please, let me say this. If you are a beginner, please use a smaller pot and obviously reduce the quantity of corn dough and cassava dough that you use, okay? Please consider subscribing, like my videos for me, and share to friends and family. The men, this video is for you. And I know some women to mope banku sumunimchi. So one you get it. Timistro, learn it. So you're going to put hot water in it for about 3 to 4 times. Okay, so each time the water boils around the banku, you come, let's say after 7 minutes, you come in and turn it in such a way that the top part goes underneath, and give it another 7 minutes for that part to also get cooked. And then you start pressing it, driving it, whatever term you want to use, to make sure it's smooth. And then you go in with another water. So you do that for like 4-5 times depending on the quantity. Just make sure it's not too watery. Okay, so over here, let's do this experiment. Make sure you clean your ladle very well, or whatever you're going to use to scoop, and allow it to drop. If it drops well, it means it's well cooked. Okay, if it doesn't, it means you need a little bit longer time to cook. Okay, just allow it to get cooked. And usually when I'm eating banku with okra, I make sure it is very soft, compared to when I'm eating it with meko or shito, then it's a bit harder. Okay. So over there I was trying to get the tiny lumps. I was multitasking, so hey, feel free to pick the tiny lumps in it. Then once it's ready, you package it very well. Okay, so if you go with that experiment that I showed you, then be rest assured that you can store your banku for 6 months. For 6 months or even more. Okay, so this is how I did, or I do, to get my banku when I'm enjoying it with okra. I was expecting some guests. They were not there yet. And you know what? I'm annoying, so I had to enjoy myself, and I will say. So that's the okra soup that I made with my tilapia, my mushrooms, and my shrimps. In my next video, I will show you how this okra soup was made. Thank you for watching me. See you in my next one.